everyone, welcome to your Aquarius reading for the week of January 21st to January 27th. This is JJ with the Compassionate Heart School, and it's really nice for you to tune in. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump right in. I do have to say, Aquarius, that I really love doing your reading. For some reason, I was singing throughout the whole reading. Now, I'm not surprised because, as you remember, during the 60s when we had the whole civil rights movement and the age of Aquarius and all of that stuff, remember, music was a huge part of it. So as I was tuning into the Aquarius energy, I could feel that it was at a higher, I don't want to say higher level, but at a different frequency, and immediately music was coming in, and the music definitely sounded quite similar to the music at that period. So pretty cool, right? Alright, so anyway, let's jump right in for the week of January 21st to January 27th. I just have to say that right now you are definitely being called by a divine assignment. Excuse me. It's almost as though you have had to put everything else on the back burner because you have been given an assignment that you must do. Like Spirit is saying, you have to focus on something. You have to be devoted. Signs are all over. You cannot escape whatever this is that you are required to do. So what I'm seeing here is that you're kind of sitting around, you're wondering, how can I make a certain situation fit into my life? What am I doing? How can I do this? But what I'm seeing is that right now, not to say you're not in control of your own life, but the divine has stepped in and has stopped almost everything else in your life, and they're saying you have to work on this, whatever this is. You have to work on this. And in fact, if you will notice here, if you can see that far, this person is just working, and this person is ignoring this other person who's standing there wanting attention. So whatever it is that Spirit has you working on, it's for the sake of bringing healing, karmic balance, adjusting you alchemically, whatever it is that is going on. You literally have only time to focus on your bread and butter. Everything else is just not of import at this time, and that's why you may find that you're at odds with other things in your life, maybe hobbies, maybe social relationships, maybe romantic relationships. You're thinking, how can I fit this into my life? At this time, you're probably going to find that it's hard to do so because you're on divine assignment. Now, because you're working so hard and focusing so hard, I see that you are really sad. You're really kept up at night because you can't keep up with the people and the things that you love and that you would otherwise rather be doing. But I'm seeing that this is very important because Spirit has stepped in, and you need to balance some kind of scales in your life. Maybe this is a karmic arrangement or an agreement, or there's something very important that you need to learn. Even look, they're advising you to stay focused. You must stay focused. I'm seeing that it's interesting because there's this balance. Because of this insane focus that you have, some of you may feel like you can't even communicate to the people in your life. Like you can't say, oh, I'm sorry, it's just that I have to focus on this and this. No, it's like you almost have no good reason to tell them because maybe you may not even be tuned in to what's going on, or maybe you guys are cross-watching for the Aquarian in your life, and they may not even be able to articulate this process to you. And imagine having to turn away the ones you love under duress, and the people who are forcing you to do that, it's almost like you can't tell your loved ones, oh, well, this guy's got a gun to my back, I can't, you just have to say, get out of here. And that's what it feels like. So if you'll notice this card here, the Aquarian is the one with the hat and he's got all these swords behind him. He can't say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm going through this, blah, 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 and really make it meaningful. And so you see this young lady symbolizes the people who are getting upset and angry with this Aquarian for not showing up. But the truth is, and I just saw 444, interesting as I said it, the truth is that you Aquarians are on divine assignment, and it's just your number one focus right now, and I can't even stress that enough. Yours has been the only reading really where 2 cards, I believe, have come out, or at least from what I can remember, for this week, 2 of these major cards here. So anyway, just accept it, Aquarius. You're busy, you're doing homework, and you don't have time to play with your friends. And if you're cross-watching for an Aquarius, that's the message that's coming through. As you may notice here in these 2 cards, the Aquarian, no matter what they're doing, they're just worried, and they're concerned about this love relationship or the social relationship or this other obligation that has to be thrown by the wayside, because they know that they have to cut that off for this time. They can't give their attention to it as much as they'd like to. Here, they are in hermit mode. They are on divine assignment. They are receiving information. It's interesting because if you look at it, the lantern is visible in both of these cards. Okay, so this is a person who is being forced at this time by the divine to go inward, to take a step back from life. And you know what? I'm getting information now. Spirit is saying the reason why they have been asked to get on divine assignment, you can even hear my voice change, is because they have a major decision that needs to be made at this time that's completely unrelated to you. Whoever's watching, if it's for an Aquarian, it's unrelated to you. They're saying, so you may be frustrated with this Aquarian, and they're saying this is because they have a major life decision. They're at a time where a life decision has to be made, and whether or not the Aquarian knows this at this time, it's going to be coming up. So they're being positioned to make that life decision. And if you're the Aquarius watching, then that's your message. You may know what that major life decision is right now, but either way, you just need the space to be able to do that. I'm seeing down here that these 3 cards are definitely supporting this. Right now, Spirit's advice to you, Aquarius, is to trust that there's a divine plan. You may feel like you're in a desert period right now, where you don't have your friends, where you're not able to do the things you want. You're just on this one track that you're just not enjoying, and you're just upset, and if only you can tell other people that it's not your choice and you just feel like you have to do this. And just trust that there's a divine plan. Just trust, devote yourself to this plan, look for the signs. I feel like I don't want to say you're almost there, because maybe you're seeing if 3/5 of the way you can see an ending, you can see better times, but you're not quite there yet. You're about 3/5 of the way. So please just keep going. Please keep going. They're saying that you will reach your destination, and at that time your light will shine brightly. Whatever it is you're going through right now, you're on divine mission. They're saying this path will bring you a lot of healing, and you may even have started to feel the healing at this time. Imagine having to be given a timeout because, say, for example, this is not because you've been on your bad behavior. This is not that kind of analogy. I'm just giving an example because we all could relate to this. Imagine you've been playing roughhousing with your friends, and you're on your bad behavior. You're being naughty, and your parent says, "Hey, it's time out for you. I need you to go into your room and stay for, let's say, 2 hours so that you can think about what you've done." Now, when you get into your room, you're going to be upset, you're going to be in a huff and a puff, you're going to be mad, but after a while, 2 hours is kind of a long time. After a while, you'll start to relax, your body will start to calm down, and soon you'll start to think, you'll start to daydream, you'll start to, I feel that you're at that place now where you're starting to see the positive effects of having that frenetic energy move out of your energy field. And so just keep going, stay the course. Again, they're saying to surrender, to trust the universe, and as you do so, get rid of your ego, surrender your ego, surrender any defensiveness that you're feeling, that you're having, and surrender any frustration that you're having as well, because you're on the right path. You just have to stay the course, keep going, you're 3/5 of the way. Don't worry about the people that you feel that you've had to cut out of your life. They're going to be fine, you're going to be fine, but you have to focus on what you're doing. All right? So I hope that helps you somehow, Aquarians or cross watchers. I hope it helps bring something to you. for Aquarius this week is so different from the others. You just have to do what you got to do and stop focusing on other things. And thank you to the Aquarian energy for the lovely music coming to a store near you soon. All right, so this is the end of this reading. If you would like to get more information about this, or you just want to see what other services I offer, please do check the description box and below. And at the very least, I'll see you next week. All right, bye.